Well, we're back here at SUU, and I have some good news for those of you who are students but also parents. This is Kathy Wyatt. You might recognize her. She's the wife of the president here, and you just have the greatest story. We're here at the preschool, but things are really changing. Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Okay, I'd be delighted to. 3 years ago, my husband and I discovered some statistics that were alarming. We found that a lot of our parents of small children, particularly single mothers, were not graduating. It was just too difficult to pay for child care. A lot of times they would have to pay for full-time care even though they weren't using it, which ended up to be $500 or $600 a month. And when you combine that with tuition and with living expenses, it was just astronomical.
Well, absolutely. And there are a lot of people, and especially mothers, who are in that situation. So, and SUU has been one of the only colleges in the state, right, that does not have daycare on campus.
That's true. Dixie does not as well, but yes, we discovered we were the only ones besides them that didn't have daycare, and therefore we decided to form a steering committee made up of community members and staff and faculty on campus to work towards raising funds for a facility that would help us in this area.
Well, and here's what I want you to know that she's not saying about this wonderful human being. You guys live in a house here on campus, and they've said, you know what, we don't have kids at home anymore. We don't need this much room. Let's give up our house to make this new daycare, and we'll move. Right?
Yes, that's what happened. It was my husband's idea, and he ran it by me, and when we looked at the plans for the facility we wanted to build and then the house we lived in, it was the exact amount of square feet that we needed, and overall it would save the state about $6 million.
That is absolutely fantastic, let me just say. Okay, I'm going to move on from you, Kathy. Thank you so much. I just want to talk to the dean here. This is Sean Christiansen. You're the Dean of Education, and why else is this important?
Well, we have about 500 students who are enrolled in elementary education, early childhood development, and family services, and every one of them will have a practicum experience in this center, be able to observe kids, do research, as well as teach the children. So it's a great opportunity that we haven't had before.
All right, thank you so much. And there's going to be a whole lot of space in that new facility for kids and students to be able to come in and okay, well, we're over here to talk to you right now. Is this a good time? Elena, come on over, Hope. So this is Elena, and Elena actually has a story because you dealt with this having, as a single mom, not being able to put your kids in daycare on campus.
Well, firsthand, about 4 years ago, I found myself in a situation where I was a single mom, and I had been a stay-at-home mom, so I had no skills, I had no job, I had no way to support my family all of a sudden, and so my only choice was to go back to school. And I did go back, but it was really hard. It was incredibly challenging. It was very expensive for the child care for Hope. There were just a lot of challenges that were faced that I realized that I wasn't the only one going through this. There were other students. As I would come out of class, I would see people, you know, mom would exchange with dad, the baby would be in the stroller, people would be bringing babies to class. I was not alone in this, and so I did help with Kathy and the steering committee to just move this process forward because it's so important. I've already graduated. I'm done, you know.
But you don't want to see other people go through what you went through.
I know what that path is, and whatever I can do to help others have it be easier, I'm here 100%.
Let's go back to Kathy for just 1 second. Kathy, so when is all this going to happen, and when's it going to take place?
Well, we received all the funding that we needed, so the renovations on our house will begin this July, and it will be up and running fall of 2020.
That is so awesome. And we have some plans that we can look at right here that we can, see what this new facility is going to look like. And it looks like it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. So thank you for what you're doing. So much appreciated. People like you that are so giving, I think it's just wonderful. So thanks for letting us come and take a peek.
Thank you for being here.